What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing another tier list. So as you guys know, well, you guys know what date it is. It is the 1st of December, which means that we are into a new month, which means we're into a new set of tier lists. So again, I'm gonna be doing one of these every single month, just so you can, well, I can keep up to date and things like this, because there's no point in me launching one of these ones in, like, I don't know, there's no point in me not updating these type of lists, and then someone looking at tier lists for the best point guards, and they look at from day one and see that, I think who even was the best day one? I don't know, see if Steph Curry's an S tier, when realistically, he's not. Actually, I don't even think he's in this list. This is like the top 15 highest rated ones, and then the next 15 just ones that I picked. Steph Curry didn't even make this tier list, and he would have been S tier from day one, so that's the reason why I do this. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If we get it 300 likes, that'd be insane. And also, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 135,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And also, we are trying to upload 100 videos in the month of December. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my second channel, B-Ball Daily, I haven't uploaded in a while, but again, I'm going to be doing a daily December on that channel where I upload one video every single day. I'm trying to hit 110,000 subscribers on that channel before the end of the year. But anyway, that is enough just talking before the video. Now let's go on to what you guys actually clicked on this video for. The point guard tier list. So John Wall is an elite slasher, a really good defender. One problem is he can't shoot the deep three, which kind of keeps him off S tier, because if you have a major flaw, you're not going to be an S tier point guard. But I'm telling you, fantastic card, A tier. So Kyrie Irving has got like 98 or 90, well, 99 ball control with the duo, 98 without it. He's a 98 ball control. He's got Hall of Fame quick for his step. Release, I don't know what they did with Kyrie's release here. I just don't like it. He's got range extender. I used him for one of the first times in the game yesterday. I just don't like the card at all. He's like a slightly better version of of Diamond Jason Williams, who I don't even think even made this overall tier list. So while Kyrie Irving is a decent card, I can't, in the terms of best of the best, he's B tier, and I might even put him lower. Dave Bing's betting. No, he's not. No, he's not. Dave Bing's he's an alright defender. He's quick. His jumper is broken. I don't know why. Like, it's actually a really quick jump shot. I've used him plenty, and I got him a pink diamond at the very start of the year when nearly everyone was using like rubies and amethyst, and I still couldn't find any real use for Dave Bing, and straight away almost he was out of my squad. Like, again, he's one of those players where I'd say if you know how to use him, he could be good. Well, not really if you know how to use him. If you have his release down, you have his animations down, he could be good. But you could literally say that about any card. If you have a card's release down and stuff, you're going to be good with it. But for me, I tried to use him a lot, couldn't get it down, and just couldn't use him effectively. So I can't put him any higher than C tier. So this one is a tough one, Steve Francis. So I'm going to, for now, I'm going to put him in S tier, because no, he's not a good enough defender to put in S tier, is he? I don't think so. He's offensively unbelievable. He's got go quick for a step. He's a really good dunker. When he gets into the basket, he will dunk on almost everybody. He's a really good shooter. Got range extender. That release is fantastic. Offense-wise, he'd be an S tier. But again, you got to be pretty much perfect to be up in S tier in these tier lists. And I might, if it's too many, for example, in A tier, I might bump both him and Wall up to S tier. But no, for now, I'm going to put him in A tier. Mark Price, Hall of Fame range extender. That is literally all he has. I'm going to put him into C tier. He feels slow. He feels sluggish. Can't guard anyone. He's 6 foot tall. So many weaknesses. Not enough strengths to kind of make up for those weaknesses. Sure, he can shoot the ball. He's got Hall of Fame range extender. But like when you've got guys like Francis, you've got gold range extender, which isn't that much worse than Hall of Fame this year. That also have better releases, that are faster, can go to the basket better, can play better defense. And you see that Mark Price is kind of outclassed. So Jojo White, the man, the myth, the leaner. You know what? I'm putting him in A tier. And it's not even for that, because the thing with Jojo White is he has some of the best animations in the game. His dribble moves are unbelievable. He's got really good leaner, obviously. He's got a really good jump shot release. I think it's the same as Paul George's with quick draw. And he also has got, one big thing about this card is he's got 94 interior defense for some reason. So if you get switched onto a post player from Jojo White, he's actually going to be really, really good in them situations. So if you happen to switch with your center and it's Jojo White on the other team center, while it's still going to be a disadvantage because of the height factor that he's not particularly tall, he's actually got good enough interior defense that if your opponent can't play it all in the post, Jojo White will actually do an alright job. So that's another positive, but he's just really good on offense as well. If he had range extender, he'd be probably S tier, but unfortunately he doesn't. Magic Johnson, I hate this card. I hate this card so much. And I cannot justify putting it over B tier. Yeah, there are definitely people in the world who love this Magic Johnson card. But the problem is that this year, the spacing's ruined. So in previous years, you could use Magic Johnson and back down the other team's point guard. You could score every time doing that. You had to play a really slow down game using Magic Johnson, but it was doable. It was definitely doable. This year, however, they ruined spacing. 2K have patched every bit of spacing out of the game. You can't even 4 out anymore. So even if you do plant Magic Johnson in the post and manage to get the ball into him, someone else is going to bring down an extra defender. They're going to be up to double team. Also, if someone just switches the matchups and puts a post player on Magic Johnson, he's not going to do much because he is a quite slow point guard. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have quick for his step. His release is slow. Sure, he's a good passer, but like, again, if position locks weren't a thing, you can actually use him, especially against the zone, as a really effective power forward. But the problem is that position locks are a thing, and I don't think he's a good defender. He's been destroyed by Ruby Rose enough times, and I just seriously dislike this card. Isaiah Thomas, only used him like twice. Not good. D tier. He's small, doesn't shoot the ball well. I'm pretty sure they did give him quick draw, but that doesn't really help. Bob Cousy is going into B tier. A lot of people would say higher. I don't see Hall of Fame floor general being the biggest deal in the world. Gold floor general feels almost the same. He's got a decent release, sure, and giving him quick draw keeps him above like C tier. But while he was elite at the start of the year, I don't think he's as good as these three guys. But he is still good. Like most cards on this list are good. But I just think he's that little below. He might end up getting bumped up to A tier though. Dame Lillard, or offensively a god. He's going into A tier. He's got Hall of Fame Limitless. He's really quick. He can burn by people. He can also dunk really well. He's fantastic. Defensively non-existent, but offensively he's fantastic. He's just a better Steve Francis on offense. So, but obviously terrible on defense. So I can't really justify putting him up in the S tier. Unless there's very few in S tier, and he might be one of the ones to go up. Derrick Rose, without question, S tier. He's can shoot the deep three, he can get out of the basket, he's a lockdown defender, he's a really good passer, unbelievable dunker, arguably the best point guard in this game. John Stockton, you know what? I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna say that was a crazy thing. Like, I don't know why I said that, because John Stockton is like seen as one of the best point guards in the game for a lot of people. He's arguably the best defensive point guard in the game. He's got Hall of Fame floor general. He's got Hall of Fame dimer, so he's really good. Runs the break really well. Has a fantastic release. Can't shoot the deep three, which is a little bit of a problem, but that is literally the only problem with this card. I don't know how good Stockton will be in a couple of months, and I don't normally mind coming up against Stockton and don't use Stockton that much because I prefer Derrick Rose and someone else for my play style. But Stockton, I can't not put Stockton in S tier, because if you guys ever watch any of the absolutely elite players, like the guys that are qualifying for 250k, the guys that realistically are professionals at 2K MyTEAM in everything but name, or in everything but everything but name pretty much. If they were playing any other game mode, they'd be pros without question. The guys like Tyler Debo, guys like Splash, Flash Edition, or New Edition Flash, these guys, Goggles, they all run John Stockton, so there's a reason why he's up there, so I can't really justify not putting Stockton in S tier. Then we got Baron Davis, S tier without question. He's, for all the exact same reasons as Derrick Rose, but I prefer Baron Davis's animations. Like, a lot of people prefer Rose, I prefer Davis. They're almost the same card. They both do all of the exact same things well, but Rose is just that little bit better in almost every stat. Penny Hardaway, the only open point guard in the game so far. You know what? Not even close to being an S tier because he got like 80 auto quickness. He just can't play defense, and it's a pity. It's a pity because offensively he's good. He's 6'7". He can shoot the ball a little bit. A lot of people used him as their first choice opal, even though he's actually by far the worst of all the opals. Yeah, he's not great. I've used him. I've come up against him. I have no problem. I don't mind coming up against him, and I've used him, and he hasn't been good. So he can't go into S tier. But again, he is an opal. Stats are fantastic. So just to not be crucified by my comment section, I'm gonna keep him up in A tier. Jerry West is slightly better than Isaiah Thomas. I don't know. Keep him off C tier. Keep him off D tier, I guess. Rajon Rondo, as far as budget cards go, he was actually, there was a time where he was all right, but he's a little bit undersized. Although he does have floor general and defensive leader gold, Charlie Ward just a better version of him. So Rajon Rondo is gone into D tier. Leandro Barbosa, you know what? You can't teach this type of speed. Like the speed Barbosa has. He can also shoot the ball relatively well this year. Goes to the basket well. You know what? As crazy as it is, just the way the card feels, I'm putting him into B tier. Put him into B tier. Markelle Fultz. I don't like his animations. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people like him as far as budget cards go. I cannot put him higher than D tier because I've used him. I just don't like him. So there's no point in me saying because other people like this card, he's gonna be way too high. Even though like I don't think Stockings as good as these two guys. Stockings at least as good as all these. And I just don't use Stockton because he's not fun to use, not because he's not good. But Fultz, I've used him, haven't been that effective with him. Ja Morant, fantastic. Really good card. He's in my No Money Spend squad. Fantastic card. I'm going to put him in B tier just because, again, he's fantastic. Do I put him in B tier or do I put him in A tier? I don't know. Because he's an unbelievable passer. He shoots the ball really, really well. He dunks really well. Only silver quick for his step, though. And I think that puts him a little bit below this tier of players right here. You know who's not below that tier is Devonte Graham. Devonte Graham offensively is just unbelievable. Shoots the ball well, super quick, can get to the basket, finishes really well for some reason. So I can't knock him for that. While he's probably one of the weaker players in this A tier. He's not like, you're not going to be out here replacing, I don't know, Baron Davis with him. Even though I literally haven't started over Baron Davis. But he is kind of like a poor man's Dame Lillard, but not that poor. It's like a, I don't know. It's like if you're dropping from, it's hard to think of an example. But it's like going from LeBron James to Paul George or something. Slightly worse, but still fairly good. That's the way Devonte Graham is. Colin Sexton, super fast. I don't like his release too much. I'm going to put him in C tier. Super quick, can get to the basket really well, dunks really well. Really, really good card. But I just don't think he's quite good enough to be up with these guys right here. I'm going to put him in C tier, even though he is maybe better than Dave Bing. But I think he's definitely better than Price and West anyway. Way better than all these. Malcolm Brogdon. Just purely because I don't really like his animation. Well, not that I don't like his animations, but I don't think his animations are as good as... No, I just know. I can't argue. I can't argue that. He's a 6'5" Devonte Graham, basically. Really good release, got a range extender. Offensively, he's a beast. Unfortunately, defense leaves a little bit to be desired. But again, he's so good offensively, and offense is a lot more important than defense that it's hard to keep him off this A tier because he is a lot better than all these guys below him, in my opinion. Well, not a lot better. He's better than all the guys below, in my opinion. Then we have got Kobe White. So Kobe White, I'm going to put into B tier. He's a 6'5" point guard. If Kobe White, say if the Ruby, like the Ruby, they gave him, they gave him steady shooter and they lowered his dunk tendencies. If rather than that, they kept all the stats the same and gave the Ruby, did I say range extender or steady shooter earlier? But they gave the Ruby steady shooter. If instead of that, they gave it range extender and kept the dunk tendencies the same, this Ruby Kobe White would be an S tier. But unfortunately, they kind of ruined the Ruby, and this Sapphire is actually way better than the Ruby. But unbelievable dunker, 65 rating, doesn't matter, dunks on everybody. Super fast, has the best snatchback 3 animation in the game. And if we do end up getting a range extender Kobe White, that's an Amethyst. I'm telling you guys, that'll be an S tier type card. Fantastic card in this game. Just again, these guys are as he's an 85 overall. These guys are all like way higher ratings. So the fact he's even, I mean, considering putting him in the A tier shows how good he is. Trae Young, he is an A tier player. Definitely an A tier player. He's got Hall of Fame range extender, super fast release. While a lot of people might argue he's got no defense, again, a lot of the cards in this tier don't have defense, but he's so good in offense that he deserves a spot in this tier. You know, this is a really surprising one. Chris Paul, I'm putting him to A tier. Because normally I hate Chris Paul in 2K. I've hated Chris Paul almost every year in 2K. The thing with this Chris Paul is he's basically a poor man's Stockton. And again, the difference between, say, Lillard and Graham is the same as the difference between Stockton and Chris Paul. If you can't afford to get a John Stockton, you want a player that'll do something similar, get Chris Paul. Fantastic defender, will lock people up. A little bit undersized, obviously, but again, you know what you're getting with Chris Paul. He's going to be a really good shooter. I'm not sure if he has range extender, but from around the 3-point line, he's going to be really good. He's going to be a great floor general, great passer, and great defender. So if you want that from your point guard position, also going to play elite defense. Chris Paul is a great player. Steve Kerr, even evoed up to a diamond, sucks. He's going to D tier. Like, I literally took him out of my my pack and play squad for Rajon Rondo. He's that bad. I had him diamond, took him out for this Rondo here. Steve Kerr is awful. Gilbert Arenas, again, not much defense. I'm going to put him into A tier as well. It's very similar to Dame Lillard. It's all preference between the two of them. Gilbert Arenas is an elite dunker. He's got Hall of Fame range extender, and he's a Hall of Fame volume shooter in difficult shots as well. I think he's got 3 really good Hall of Fame badges anyway. He's quick, he can go to the basket, not the best defender, so I can't really justify putting him up with these 3 guys, but one of the higher of the A tier players. Nick Van Exel, I'm going to put him into C. No range extender, undersized, can't really play defense, isn't as good as these guys in my opinion. A lot of people love Nick Van Exel, but I'm not the biggest fan. Charlie Ward, I'm going to split tiers with Charlie Ward. So Charlie Ward is going to go B and C tier. This is the first time I split tiers in a long time. I'm going to put him into... Based on how fun he is to use, he'd be C or D. But based on how actually good he is, I'm going to have to put him in B. He's basically a much better Rajon Rondo. He's fantastic shooter when he's left wide open. Really good passer. Got dimer. He's got floor general. He's got defensive leader gold. Really good defender. And again, he's like an even poorer man's John Stockton, or he's probably a poor man's Chris Paul. So it's like Stockton best, Chris Paul, Charlie Ward. They all play a similar role. Stockton's obviously way better, followed by Paul, then Ward. So yeah, I'll put him in B tier. Earl Monroe, I don't really like the card. C tier. Like, he's good and all, but I just don't like him. There's no other way to describe that. Like, there's nothing too in-depth about that. I'm just not a fan of using the card. Bob Sura, B tier. Straight up B tier. Bob Sura is a fantastic dunker, shoots the ball well. Even at Amethyst, he's really good. Problem is no range extender and a really weird release that looks like it's going in every time and misses a lot. So yeah, that is pretty much a tier list. I know you guys are probably going to disagree with it big time, but again, this is my list, this is my opinion. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.